Hello, welcome back. Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger. Tuesday, August 15, 2023. No uniform, no sunglasses, because we are going to be doing a little bit of close quarter work on our knee today. So our last Night Strike Self-Defense for the Blind training session was this past Saturday, during which my tripod met an unfortunate end. This is why we've been missing a few videos because I needed to wait for this new tripod to arrive. Luckily, today it got here, so we can get back to uh, some semblance of schedule. Uh, Kitten is in the other room cleaning, vacuuming, so if you guys hear some noise, that's what that is. Now, during this last training session, we did a lot of sort of a beginners grappling and drills, one of which was uh, you and your partner get down on your knees and face each other, and then you see who can get on top and pin the other person. Very fundamental stuff. This remind me of this one time when one of my friends who doesn't know any martial art, he asked me, "What is that one martial art where two guys kneeling down and they're on their knees and they move around weird and they try to get on top of each other? What is that?" That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, obviously, if you're high level, then you don't really need to do it on your knee. But for most beginners, even in competition, it is recommended to start kneeling down and then do your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from here, from kneeling position, which it's very technical actually, a lot harder than you might think because you need to learn how to move on your knee, how to balance on your knee, and how to avoid getting pinned down by the other person. Now, why do we do this on the knee thing? Because it looks so weird and it's nothing like how a real fight is going to happen, right? Like someone once joked about, well, so when you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you get into a real fight, you have to ask the person to go down on their knee first? No, no, no. Uh, the reason we do it on our knee, especially in the beginner level, is because almost 90% of injuries in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu happen during takedown. So when two people are standing up and trying to wrestle each other to the ground and pin each other, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Legs get broken. Um, I heard of a person who got their foot broken because their partner, when their partner fell down, they land on their foot. Um, back get injured, shoulder get wrenched. There's so much that can come from a bad takedown or a bad break fall or some kind of accidental slipping or hyperextending of a joint that it's almost not worth it, right? When you're training, it's almost not worth it because one bad takedown means you have to spend the next 3 months recovering. Sometimes you might never recover from it if it's a broken arm or something like that. So just to make it safer for everybody, we do it from the knee. This way, when you do your takedown, yes, it is a bit funny looking. It is a bit wonky. It's not realistic, but at least everybody gets to go home safe, right? So if you are so hardcore and you believe that you should only do your training, especially your takedown work, from standing, all I can say is good luck. I hope you never have an accident where it will change your mind really quick. Okay? These rules are there for a reason. A lot of times that reason is safety. With that said, a lot of move you can do from standing, like the judo trips and the different kind of hip toss, stuff like that, don't work quite properly when you're down on your knee. So this is why in this episode today, I'm going to guide you guys through some basic takedown on your knees Hopefully this will help you out next time you do this drill on your knee facing your partner. You'll know a little bit about what to do. Okay, like I said, moving at your knee is very, very technical. It's not as simple as a lot of people think. The first thing I want to tell you guys, a big no-no. A lot of people who's new at this, the beginners, they think the best thing to do is to sit down like this, sit back on your on your heel. So they kneel down and then they sit back on the heel. Okay, this is a big no-no. Don't do that. Why? Because while you feel very stable in this when you're sitting back on your heel, you can't really move very good. Okay, every time you move, you have to get up and then move. Right? You don't have very good movement. Also, while you're sitting back like this, all it will take is one good push. And when you fall back, you're going to hyperextend the heck out of your ankle. You're going to break your foot. Okay? So if you are up properly, upright on your knee, without sitting back on your heel, if someone pushes you and you fall over, you still have time to roll to the side to get your leg out of the way. If you're sitting on your heel and someone shoves you really hard, then you just ended up with broken ankle, right? So don't get tricked into that. It feels so natural to sit back on your ankle because a lot of people say, well, that's really stable. It's hard for a person to push me over. No, you're sacrificing too much by doing that. So if you really want to, this is one of the alternatives that I prefer. It's called the triangle stance. So I will kneel up with my heel close together, but my knee really wide apart. Okay? Note, I am not resting on the back of my feet. I actually have my toe, the both of my feet touching the floor. Okay? This way, if the person come at me, I can easily change direction by rolling onto one foot, one knee. This way, this way. The person come at me hard, I can post up immediately and dump that momentum. Okay, this is my favorite. It's a triangular stance, wide apart knee, feet close together. Another one of my favorite, and I will often change into this once the match has started, is I will post up one foot. The one knee is on the ground, the other foot is on the ground. Now, a lot of people say, wow, this is so unstable. And it is if you're not used to it. But what this allows you to do is you can move a lot quicker by using driving with your foot. You can move diagonally really good. And you can push with your feet when you need that extra leverage. When you're on your knee, it's hard to get leverage. But when you have one foot up, then you can shove with that foot. And that will give you a lot more uh, leverage and momentum to work with. Now, let's look at some of the takedown options that we do on our knee. One of the most obvious, of course, one of the some people, their instinct is the person charge forward, they'll fall back and pull guard. They wrap their leg around the person. There's nothing wrong with this in a jiu-jitsu setting, but this is a really bad habit to get into in a self-defense setting. Because if your instinct is to, the moment the person come in and pressure you, if your instinct is to fall back and pull guard, from here, if the person suddenly pull out a knife, you have nowhere to go, right? You're trapped underneath them. Yeah, you got your legs around them, but it's really hard to defend from here, especially if they pull out something sharp. So I discourage, especially in a self-defense scenario, going to your back and pull guard like that. So If the person press in hard into me and trying to grab me, what I'm going to do, watch my footwork here. Right now I have the triangular stand. I'm on my knee, my knees are wide, my feet are close together. The person rush in to grab me. I'm turning my body, posing up on my left foot. So this already dumped the momentum off to the side. And my left foot here act as a pivot point. I'm either going to step this close to them, or if I can, I am going to step right down on their calf and then throw them over. And now I'm on top from the side guard uh, position. Right? Nice and simple. This is how you do a judo sweep from the knee. Okay? Again, person come in, trying to grab you, you post up, and down they go. Okay, so the key is when you feel that pressure, turn your body, bring your foot up, and throw them. Right? So another one. Let's say the person got you across the torso like this, and they're really trying to push you down and get on top of you. From this position, all you have to do is push their head, right? So let them push you down, but while you're falling, use your arm, do a big swimming motion, push their head and fall on top of them. Again, this will allow you to end up on top in the side mount position, right? Let's say the person drop down low, come and try to grab you around the waist. This is my favorite, okay? I love it when they do this. Whether they're trying to grab my leg or they're coming low and trying to grab me around the waist. Because the moment they do that, I am going to drop my elbow right down on their shoulder to keep them in place. And then most of you that seen my past video know what is coming from here. Guillotine choke right here on the knee. Once I establish this guillotine choke, then I go to my back and start choking. So yeah, I love it when they go low because they present their head to me. Huh? Now, what if the person doing the dodging game, they don't come in. They just keep moving away from you. Don't let you get a good body hold. That's fine. All I need is an arm. Let's say they keep dodging, but I somehow get one arm. So my left arm shoot underhook their right arm like this. All I have to do from here, clasp my hand in front of their face. Okay, so everything's nice and tight. Their arm is trapped between my left arm and my chest. And from here, I post up on one leg and spin and go down on their chest. Right? Now, what if the person is one of these guys that like to come up high, rise up and try to pull you down to the ground? Okay, this is where I might do something a little bit riskier. If they try to raise up and go for the height, then I'm going to charge in, wrap my arm around their torso, give them a nice sharp squeeze, and then take them down to the ground. Okay? Once I take them down to the ground, my arm is still under them across their spine. And from here, I'm just going to raise my body up and push my arm into their spine. This body lock is very painful. There are literally thousands, if not millions, of ways to do your takedown from the knee. You just need to remember, don't just think about stability. You need to think about mobility and how to use leverage to your best advantage. Thank you for checking out today's episode. I'll be back again tomorrow for some Wisdom Wednesday. And if this tripod angle is a bit weird, please let me know. Thanks.